Okay, hello guys. So, today this video will be a bit different because I am staging this as a live stream because that's what I'm trying to do. But every time I do it, if I just go to create, go live, schedule a live stream, just fill out all of this, whatever. And if I just do create stream, it will give me this error. So I will stream tomorrow and I will make a video tomorrow. But for now, we are just going to stage this as a live stream. Okay, so for this, we are going to have these 3 random wheels. So this wheel will determine how many times we spin these 2 wheels. And then this wheel determines the game engine that we will make the game in, either Scratch or Unity. If you do not know, Scratch is only 2D and Unity is 2D, 3D, VR, AR, whatever you want. And then this wheel determines what game we are going to make. So let's start by spinning this wheel. Beautiful sound effects, by the way. Okay, we will be spinning the wheels 9 times. Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, so spin is 1. Yes, and I know this winning, and I know that this wheel spinning is really complicated, but whatever. 1, 2, and whatever option comes up on the 9th spin, that is what we are going with. Okay, this is 3. Yes, you can. Okay, great. Okay, it's 4. I'll just make sure that I'm recording audio like I did for the last one. Yes, I am. Okay, great. Okay, 5. Yes, Mr. Beast. 5. Okay. 6. 1. We're getting a lot of Unity. This is 8. We're getting close. Oh my gosh, we're getting all Unities. Okay, and this is the 9th one. This is for all the marbles. It looks like we are doing Unity. Okay, that is my preferable game engine. It is completely random. I do not have any control over this. All I did was search up random name generator wheel, and this was the first thing to come up, and it works. So that's what I just did. Okay, now we will determine the type of game. Okay, the first option, and yet again we are spinning this 9 times. First option is a clicker game. I actually do not want that. Okay, this is the second spin. "3D Bullet Heck game." That says hello. Oh. There we go. Okay. Next one. This is spin 3. Is a 2D parkour game. I do not know how I'm going to do that. So. Okay, next spin is a 2D parkour game. Whew, that's close. Yeah. Okay, fifth spin. I'm kind of losing track, so I'm pretty sure that fifth spin is a 3D platformer. Basically 3D Mario. Next spin, spin 6. Platformer, normal one. Those are my favorites. Okay. 7th spin. a 3D platformer again! Okay, 8 spin. Okay, you already have this site bookmarked. Great. I have to bookmark. 3D parkour game is the last spin. Close this ad. And spin! We are making a 3D parkour game! I do not know how I'm gonna do this at all! Okay. Nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna close out these tabs. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna create this project. So I'm just gonna click on this down arrow and select 2020.1.6 as our Uni version. If you do not have that, you can go to Installs, Add, Download Archive, and if it's it might be here, but it's probably not. And if it's not, then you go here. Then you can just select what version of Unity. We are using Unity 2020.1.6. You just press Unity Hub and it will automatically start the download for you in Unity Hub. Okay. So after we have added that version, we can click on this down arrow and select 2020.1. So yeah, we will need a 3D game, not HDRP. And I'm just gonna name this, I don't know, 3D parkour game. Okay, here we go. And we're just gonna press create. And this video will be pretty long because it is structured as a live stream. So yeah. Okay, Unity is opening. This can take a while because it's 2020, so it has a lot of features. Plus, it comes with a dark skin, so now you don't have to pay for it. Amazing. Okay. And we might add sound effects on this depending on what time we are at. But yeah. And this will take longer depending on how good your computer is, and looks like it is opening. Here we go. Okay. So, this looks beautiful. I'm just going to turn on gizmos by clicking this button, and it will just show where the camera and the light is. So yeah. Okay, I already know of a pretty good asset store package that comes not with Unity, but it's pretty good. So we can just go to Window, then Asset Store to open up this tab, but you'll notice that it will say Asset Store has been moved, and all you have to do is say search online. And just know it has been moved because before the Asset Store embedded in Unity was really slow. So we tap to search first person movement, I believe. Oh my gosh, nope. First person movement or controller. First person controller, because this asset is free. I can just drag the slider all the way down, so it's just free assets. And I believe it is right here. I will link this in the description down below. So yeah, this is basically for parkour games with wall running and all that. Grappling hooks. So yeah, we can just press open in Unity, open in Unity Editor, and it'll open back up in here. And it'll open the package manager. You can just dock this right here. Then you will have to download this, so you'll just press download. Then once it's finished with all of that, you'll just press import. Then we just want to import this whole thing. Nice. I really, if this was a 2D parkour game, I would have no idea how to do that. So yeah. Okay, I just like to stay organized. So I'm just gonna right click, create folder, asset store, and then just gonna drag simple controller, FPS controller, over there. And it's really not that simple. It has grappling hooks and everything, so I mean. Okay, you will get these 2 warnings, but they will not affect the game, I do not believe. So yeah, then we can just open this, open that, scenes, then we can just duplicate this scene and drag it into our scenes folder. And we can just right click, rename it to main scene, double click on it to actually open it. Then we can just delete our sample scene. Level 2 model. Ooh, it comes with the levels. Oh, and it's Pro Builder, I think. Ooh, this is nice. I never actually opened this up. I've only seen glimpses of it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna organize this a little bit. So I'm just gonna press Control Shift N, Command Shift N if you're on a Mac, or you can do right click, create empty, then it'll do the same thing. Now I'm just gonna right click on the word transform and just press reset and rename this game object to environment. Then I'm going to right click under it again, create empty, and call it UI. Then I'm just going to drag this canvas here. I do not care about that. And now instead of we want to select the canvas, let's call this main canvas, I guess. Then instead of constant pixel size, we want scale with screen. And this is just depending on what your scale is. I have 1920 by 1080. And I'm just going to match, or try to match them both, which is 0.5. Right here. So right in the middle. Okay, just going to drag that up, put the level in the environment, drag that up. And yeah, that is finished organizing. So now we can press play, and it should work. Yep, so you can move around, you can jump. Jumping does feel a bit gravity. How do you shoot your grappling hook? Oh, E. Oh, that's weird. What? There we go. And there we go. Oh! Oh! Wow, nice. So it looks like we can only grapple to certain things. Oh my gosh. This controller is pretty good. Oh! I've been stuck! So yeah. This is pretty much an ad for this controller now, because I actually really like it. No, I do not want to jump off. Nope, nope, grapple. Whew. Okay, there we go. I'm just play testing right now to see if there's any issues that we have to fix on our own. So far, it does not look like it. So far, this is pretty good. Oh, grapple E. And I definitely will change the grapple key right now. I do not like it. I do not like grappling with E. So yeah, that is pretty much what we have so far. It's a pretty good start, not gonna lie. And I will also tidy up these scripts. So yeah, for one, I will rename them. So I'm just gonna double click on the player movement script to open that up. And we won't really be messing around with these scripts other than making E change it to right click. Oh my gosh. This is cool, but I'm gonna have to delete it though. You don't have to. It's just a bit distracting for me. Okay. I really do not like using comments, but I also do not have a header structure, but I won't ever see it again, so it does not really matter. I'm just here to rename the script. I'm just going to call it player movement. I'm going to copy that, And when we go back into Unity, there will be a lot of errors. First of all, we have to actually rename the script to player movement. Then we'll get even more errors. And when we double click on them, on the errors of these, if we just double click on them, we will just rename all of these to player movement. Okay, so save that. That should clear 2 errors. Then let's double click on this. Just gonna delete that. Okay, there we go. So many comments, oh my gosh. Oh, let's just not focus on the comments right now. Okay, here we go. And there we go. Okay. Well, Unity takes some time to compile. So yeah. Now this is officially renamed to player movement. I will change the grappling hook to just player grappling hook. Control C, save, go back into Unity. And the shortcut for saving is Control S on Windows or Command S on Mac. Now I will just rename these to player grappling hook, player grappling hook, save, go back into Unity, see if there's any more errors. Probably will be. Yep. Oh, nope. And we also want to make sure that we have to rename this to just player grappling hook. Save. It will compile. Then we can just open this up. Thought I deleted this. Okay. That's all you have to do for that. I don't know why. A simple first person controller. Okay, yeah. That's what it means. And right now I'm just tidying up all the scripts, so I will put some time frames down if you do not want to see me do this. But yeah. Call this player wall run. Back into Unity, make sure that you save it. Double click. When it's compiling. You can unlock it. That's a new feature. Control V. Control V. That is all the errors. Okay. Beautiful. And you will notice that it does this. That's just because we have to actually rename the script. Because we renamed it in here, sorry, we haven't actually renamed it inside of Unity. But that's all. Okay, wall run, rename, player wall run. Then, if we let this finish compiling, if we go into the player, now the script will be fixed. Okay. I'm just gonna rename this player rope. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's just compiling. It does that quite a bit. That's the problem with compiling. But it makes everything better once it can finish compiling. So I think it's worth it. I don't know why that opened up another. Okay, player rope. Okay, beautiful. This will be player rope, not rope. Okay, just compiling again. Every time you save the script and go back into Unity, it will compile. Then FPS camera. We'll just name it FPS camera, not all that stuff in front. I really like what they did with the top, but sadly I have to delete it because that would just distract me. You do not have to delete it, it will not affect the game at all, but I do. It'll distract me. But yeah. Okay, let's go back into Unity after you save the script. Control S yet again. Then we have a lot of errors. Okay, these can all be fixed pretty easily. And it will be going through this kind of fast, but you can just pause it, so yeah. Plus, this is structured as a live stream, so I mean, I have no control over what we're with this. Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry if some videos are cut out. Just giving me this error. That's probably fine. I'll just keep recording. Okay, here we go. Then the last thing, Keymaster. Oh. Okay, I'll just rename this to, I don't know, Controller Manager. Enter to actually save that. Okay, compiling. Let's open up this script and let's name it Controller Manager. And grapple will not be keycode.e, it'll be keycode mouse 1. Because we want it to be right click. If you want it to be left click, you will just change that to mouse 0. Then if you want anything else changed, like I do not like left shift for running. Actually I do. It's fine. But yeah. We will get a bit of errors, yeah. But we just have to change these things. Then all the errors will go away, and then it will fully work. Woohoo. Okay, and this is the last error. And there we go. Skipped. Ah, my camera's dead. That's probably it. Okay. Hold on. Here we go. I think that was the issue. Probably. Hopefully. Okay, now everything should work. So if we just press play, everything should work the same, except for me, the buttons will be different. It's laggy because, oh, there we go. It is compiling. So there we go. And I will make this player a lot more heavy. There we go. And right click now works. Now you can swing to your heart's content. Oh, woohoo. No, grapple! Shoot. Okay, what I stink? Yeah, it looks like that it is level 2 model. If I just... Oh. That happens. Okay, well, let's not do that. Yeah, I think we are good. So let's just get things that actually can kill us. Personally, I'm not a really big fan of Pro Builder, so I might change this up. So I'm just going to go to the asset store, search online. I already have it here, but whatever. And I'm going to search Pro Builder. I think it's in the asset store. It's not, then I completely forget how to access it. Okay, I forgot how to access it. Okay, great. I think it's built into Unity now, or something. Yeah, I don't really remember how to access Pro Builder. I haven't used it in quite a bit. Test run. Oh, there's a lot of new features in 2020. As you can probably tell, I've not used it a lot, but so yeah, we're just not gonna use Pro Builder for this. You can if you know how, but I prefer not to. So yeah, okay. I'm just gonna delete this whole game object. Okay. Now I'm just going to right click and say level 01. Now I'm just going to right click, create 3D object, cube. I would do a quad or plane, but we're probably going to see this from the outside, so the bottom, so okay. See, the player's right here. Yeah, okay. That's weird. Say that player's over here, but I mean, that's weird. Okay. I am going to go to project settings. If you do not know how to open that up, go to window, panels, and project settings. It will open up this. I will go to, oh my gosh, just expand, physics, then set the gravity to -20. Because I do not like my player jumps to be floaty, so yeah. Okay, I'll just expand this cube 5 by 1 by 5. And I will just put this about right under the player. So when we press play, the player should be able to stand. Yep. He can stand and move around. And no, I am not completely useless in this, because we still have the example scene, which still has all of this. So yeah. Okay, there's no layer on this. I'm gonna add a layer to say grapple wall maybe. Or grappleable, whatever you want. Select that. I'm just going to select all the points that I want to be able to grapple to. This is just a test. So that's why I'm still in this test scene. Because it's just a test. Exactly. Oh, gosh. Okay, then I'm just going to add the layer grapple wall to that. And layer mask grapple wall. That's not what we want. We want grapple wall for that. What? That did not quite work because we can grapple onto everything. Oh, so that is kind of broken and weird, but so yeah, now the game. You know what? Sure, why not? That's actually more fun. Okay, we'll go back to our main scene. See, select the player, press F to zoom in on it. I do not know why that's over there. That's weird. I'm just gonna press play and just test the jump, because remember we changed the gravity. That's much better. Much less floaty. Okay. That is beautiful. Took us 30 minutes to get a controller working. That's not something that you want to hear. Okay. I'm not really good at making parkour levels, but I mean, I will try. I will try. Cube. Bringing this to starting point. Grapple wall for the layer. So now I believe I should be able to grapple to it. No, I know why. Because we still have to set this to grapple wall. Or do we? Yep, we do. Okay. Yep, that was it. The hair head on the ceiling. Okay. I am going to change this crosshair size. Because wow, it is tiny. So, center with 6 by, let's do 10 by 10. Spinning pieces. Just enable that. Spinning piece. Focusing on that, go to 2D mode. Push that out. Push that out. Okay. That looks good. Let's deactivate that. Now it should work. Yep, it's pretty good. Then, of course, you can customize this grappling hook. Oh, oh my gosh, you're grappling through the skies. Okay, here we go. Whew. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so now let's just get the player shooting first of all. And it's pretty easy to do. So for one, I am going to focus in on the player by selecting him and pressing F. Then I'm just going to give him like a little pow pow. So I'm just going to create empty, call this pow pow. No demonetization. Call this ground check. Wall 1 starting point. Grapple rope is fine. I think I want to make it a bit skinnier, so I'm just going to do that. Yep, now it's a lot more skinny. Okay, that is cool. Okay, yep, that's good. Okay, so now under the gun, we can make another game object called weapon holder, and make the gun a child, make the pow pow a child of the weapon holder. I'll just create another game object under the gun, this pow pow. I'll name this GFX, or GFX, or whatever. So I will just move the weapon holder up. There we go, the camera can see it now. And I will just shape this to a pow pow. That. I'll just call this handle, I guess. That is beautiful. This is just a placeholder. You can change it at any time. But yeah, for now, this is me, or my gun, my pow pow. Then we can just position it. I think I like that. Maybe move it a little back. So yeah, that was good. Now we need one more thing for our pow pow. Right click under gun, pow pow. And we just want to call this one fire point. And we just want to position this right at the tip of the pow pow. Okay, now we want to make a separate script for our pow pow. So I will just press add component, and I will just call this weapon. And press enter, create an add, and then add script. Okay, great. Camera froze again. Sorry about that. There we go. Hello, I am back. Hello. Okay. Pow pow, yep. Okay. Then I'm just gonna make a new folder, call it scripts, and drag weapon under that, because I want to stay organized. Strange. Okay. I will just double click on the weapon script to open it up in Visual Studio. I will just delete all this because I just like to start fresh. And we will need a couple of variables first. Public transform fire point, public game object for the pow pow prefab. I cannot type, gosh. Then we will need public float fire rate. And that is pretty much it. Now we will need to make a void shoot. Then game object. Then game object will be called bullet geo is equal to instantiate or clone. Then we will just give it what it needs to actually clone the pow pow. So we need the object that it will clone. Then we want to clone the bullet prefab. Where we want to clone it, at the fire point dot position, and at the rotation that we want to clone it at. That'll be fire point dot rotation. We want to clone it as a game object so we can delete it later. By later, I mean right now. Destroy bullet geo if it does not hit anything after 5 seconds. So it does not lag out or anything. Then we need an update method so we can say void update. Then we will say if fire rate is equal to 0, then if the fire rate is equal to 0, then you have to click every time you want to shoot. Then if it's greater than 0, then you just have to hold. Okay, so if fire rate is equal to 0, then it will say if input.get mouse button down, mouse button 0, so I'll be left click. So to grapple, that will be right click. And to actually shoot, that will be left click. Then once we actually click, we want to call the shoot method, so it will actually shoot. Then, after all that, if the fire rate is equal to 0F, else if the fire rate is greater than 0F, and if input.get mouse button down 0, it will not call shoot, it will call invoke repeating shoot. It will have no delay once we click, and we need a time to repeat, and you'll just give it fire rate. And it's the last line of code for the shoot script. We will say else if input.get mouse button up, mouse button 0. So if we're letting go of left click, then it will just say cancel invoke shoot. So it will stop shooting. That is basically what that is. I will let you just look at this script. This is the whole entire script, in case you need some catching up. So just pause the video here if you need some catching up. So yeah. Now let's go back into Unity. Okay, it's compiling like it always does. Great. Okay, now we have all these prefabs to assign, or variables. FirePoint, we can just drag in FirePoint. And now we still need to make a bullet prefab. So we can just right click, 3D game object. I'm just gonna say, let's just do cube for now. And reset the transform. So right click under transform, press reset. Ah, yes, it's over there. They always start over there. Okay, I will just resize this to the shape of a pow thing. Bullet. Okay, beautiful. And I'll call this bullet. And I want to make this look a bit different, because right now it looks a bit boring. So yeah. Did I freeze again? No, I did not. Great. Oh, camera just turned off for some reason. There we go. Okay. Right click under assets. We want to name our new folder materials. Right click under that folder. Create material. And we will just name this bullet. And we just want to make this yellow. Then emission, let's just check that. And we just want to make this the same sort of yellow. Okay, now to actually apply this color to the pow, we will just need to drag it on. Just like that. Now we actually have to make our bullet script. First of all, we will want to set this collider to its trigger, and we want to add a rigid body to this. Then we will check off use gravity. We do not want that. Collision detection, continuous, interpolate. We will just want to set that to interpolate. Then constraints, we just want to freeze all of the position and the rotation. Okay, nice. Now we actually need a bullet script. So add component, let's just call this bullet, and press enter to actually create the script. My camera's still not frozen. Good. Okay. I'll just drag our new script into the scripts folder. It will compile. Woohoo. Then we will just want to double click on it to open it up in Visual Studio. And we just need one variable. Will be public float speed. Then in the void update method, we will just say transform.translate. Now we need a vector 3 on how it will move. So the x will be 0f, y will be 0f, z will be speed multiplied by time dot delta time. because frame rate independent, and what that means is that if you have a very slow computer, like it's running at 5 frames per second, then the bullet will go slower. And if you have a really good computer and it's running at maybe like 300 frames per second, then the bullet will go faster. We do not want that. So that is why we put the multiplied by time dot delta time. So the bullet speed will be equal between frame rates. Now we can just go back into Unity. So that is all we need for our bullet script. Now all we have to do, we just have to define one variable, that is the speed. I'll just set that to 10. Now we just need to make this bullet a prefab. So right click under Assets, Create Folder, Prefabs. Then I'll just drag the bullet under this folder. Then I will just delete the bullet from the scene because we do not need it anymore. Then in this gun script, for the last prefab that I need, we will just drag in our bullet. Just like that. Now, when we press play, it should actually shoot. Pew, 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 pew. And you will notice that the gun does not follow the camera. That's because we do not want to parent the gun to the player. We want to just drag the weapon holder into the camera. Just like that. Now, the weapon should follow the camera. Just like that. And we can still grapple, and we can shoot and grapple at the same time. I want these bullets to have more pizzazz though. For one, I want them to be faster, speed 15, and I also want to add a component called a trail renderer. So, if we double click on this bullet to open it up, to open the prefab up, and if we just move this, you'll see that the trail renderer added this large pink trail. But we do not want a large pink trail. For one, we want the trail size to be just like that. So I'll set the value. Edit key. I'll set the value to 0.1. So it's pretty much the exact size of the bullet. Then, as the trail goes on, I will just add a key and make that go down. Right click, auto, right click, auto. Just like that. See, now it has a beautiful trail. But we still have to fix the problem of the trail being pink, because we do not want that. So to fix that, how it said under this drop down materials, how it says no material, we want to click on this little circle next to that, and we just want to say sprites default. Now it will turn white. But we also do not want the trail to be white, at least I don't. So we can just click color. It'll open up this little box. For one, I want the trail to fade out as time goes on. So I'll click on this one on top of the far right and just drag this slider so the alpha is 0. Now you'll see the trail will fade out. But I want the trail to be yellow. So I'm just going to click on this bottom one and make it yellow. Then hold this one, the other one, and drag it up. So now it looks like this. Still more problem. Trail will last for a long time, or it will last for 5 seconds. We want it to last for 0.1 seconds. So yeah, and that's it. Now, when we press play, it will shoot, and the bullets will have a trail. And I also do want to make these bullets a lot faster. Just collapse that, set the speed to 30. Okay, there we go. Pew pew pew. There we go. It's hanging on the roof. Oh yeah. Okay. This looks good. So now let's add some camera shake. Camera shake just gives it more oomph, or more hit, I should say. So, I do not remember where I got this because it's no longer in the asset store. I just search up easy camera shake. Yep, it's no longer there. Okay, hold on. I'll have to use my own camera shake script. Which should be pretty easy to do. Turning out I'm not. Whatever. Okay. We will go to the main camera, add a new component called camera shake, and just press enter to actually add scripts. Okay. Now we will just drag that into the script folder, wait for it to compile. There we go. Here we go. Okay, now we can actually double click it to open it up in Visual Studio. And now we can actually make the camera shake. This script was taken from Brackeys. I'm actually a big fan of Brackeys. He recently quit. Yes, I know. Sad. But he was just getting tired of Unity, so yeah. Or coding in general. To start off the script, just delete all that. Now, we need public eye enumerator. If you do not know what that is, you should watch my other videos. Shake, we need float, duration, and a float for the magnitude. Okay, and we'll see that it will give us an error, but that's okay. We will kill the error in a few seconds. Okay, we will need a vector3 original position, which is equal to transform dot local position. Then we will need a float, which will be called elapse. You can smell that. Elapse. Spell that. Sorry, not smell that. And we'll just set that to 0f as it starts. Now we'll need while elapsed is greater than duration. So the duration is how long the camera will shake for. Then we will need to define more variables. Float x is equal to random dot range -1f and 1f multiplied by magnitude. So the magnitude is basically how strong the camera will shake. So then we'll need another variable. Float y is equal to random dot range between -1f and f multiplied by magnitude once again. Okay, so now after we do that, we actually want to shake the camera. You'll say transform dot local position is equal to a new vector3 x y and then original position dot z. Then we'll just say, and this is the most important part. If you do not do this, then it will forever shake and Unity will crash. So we just want to say elapse is equal to plus equals time dot delta time. And after that, to actually clear this error, we'll say yield return null. And there we go. We will want to write one more line of code. That'll be transform dot local position is equal to original position. So after all of the shaking is done, it will just reset its position. So yeah. Now we can go back into Unity. Woohoo. Camera's frozen again. Woohoo. Hang on, I'm just gonna get the camera working again. Hello, yes, it is me. Hello. Camera froze again. Okay. Worst spot possible. Hello. Okay. Now if we go back into Unity, the camera will still not shake when you shoot. That is because we actually have to call the shake method from somewhere. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. After we do that, it will shake. So you need to go under the gun, pow pow. We'll just double click on the weapon script to open it up. We will need a private camera shake. I'm just gonna call this camera shake. Yeah, I'm still alive. Okay. Now we will need a void start method. And in this method, we will say camera shake is equal to game object find object with tag main camera dot get components camera shake. Okay, now when we actually shoot, right before we do it, we want to shake the camera. So we will say start coroutine camera shake dot shake. It will give us another error. That's because we have to define more variables. Yay! I'm so happy. Okay, so we need. I'm just gonna keep this clean. I'm just gonna write header, camera shake, settings, public float, shake duration, and public float shake magnitude. Okay, that is now very beautiful. And I'll just make one more header, and this will just say nothing in it. Now, we have to just define it with shake duration and shake magnitude. And that is it. Now, the camera will fully shake. I'm just going to show you the full script. Okay, and that is the full script. You can pause it right here if you want to catch up. So yeah, please go back into Unity. What is this? Now we will have to define a few things. Shake duration, I would say 0.075, and for magnitude, 0.15 or something like that. Then when I press play, then when I shoot, that's not good. Okay, shake magnitude, so that's 0.05. Huh. Guess this only works for a certain version of Unity. Great. Okay. Well, we will just use the easy camera shake method. So yeah. I'll just remove this camera shake script from there. Delete the camera shake script, the actual script. Then go inside here. We still will need these settings. We will just delete those. We will still need the variables though. I repeat, we will still need the variables. Okay, now to actually find the easy camera shake. You do not have to do this. but I will do it for you because I am somewhat nice. Okay, let's see. Brackeys, camera shake. Okay, and I will link this link in the description, so you do not have to find it like you do, like I do. Okay, and you'll just click on that link in the description, and it will take you here. You'll just click on code and download zip. Then you'll go to your downloads, and you will just extract the zip. Then you'll go back into Unity, open your files or your Explorer or whatever you're on. Let's go to where you stored your file. I stored it here, Unity Game Packs, Easy Camera Shake Master. Now I'm just going to drag this into Unity, and everything should work. Yep, there we go. We can just clear that. And there we go. Now, what we need to do, main camera, we'll need to add a camera shaker script to it. And all these settings are good. But, like last time, we still have to call the camera shake method. So, yeah. We will just go into gun, or pow pow. Double click on the weapon script to open it up. Camera still hasn't frozen. Good, good. Oh, and it just froze. Okay. Great. Hello again. Okay, so now when we are back in the script, you will need private nope. We need to be using easy camera shake. Dot Unity engine dot easy easy camera shake. I don't know why it was giving me that weird error. Okay. Then we will need a private camera shaker. I'll just call this camera shake. Then we will need void start. Camera shake is equal to game object dot find object with tag main camera dot get component camera shaker or a maraca. Okay, now we'll go back into the shoot script. I believe it's just a method. I don't think we actually need to say start coroutine and all that complicated stuff. I believe. Oh boy. That's right. Yeah, so it is not a coroutine. Okay. We'll just say camera shake dot shake once. Then there are more variables that I have to define. We still need the shake magnitude. We need the roughness. That'll be roughness. This will be shake. This will be shake duration, or how long the shake goes on for. This will be shake magnitude. You have to make some new variables at the top. Public float, shake, fade in, then public float, shake, fade out. Okay, I believe it is shake, fade in, then shake, fade out. Okay, now it should shake. Woohoo. And my camera froze again. This camera's a bit weird when it does that. Here we go. Okay, and I will not be building the level with you. I'll just help you get down the basics, and then that's it. Shake fade in, 0.1, shake fade out, 0.15. Shake magnitude, 0.1. Shake duration, 0.125. Okay, I'll press play. Now, I'm gonna shoot. Okay, Uni's being weird. Why are the bullets not? And why is the gun not showing? Pretty sure that this is just Uni being weird. Cause I can see the weapon on mine right here. That's definitely weird. Field of view too hard? Where are the bullets? Wait, what? Why are they spawning all the way over there? What? Well, this is weird. Maybe we'll just do recoil for now, I guess. Huh. That's definitely weird. Fire point. Still here. Okay. We'll just do recoil. We won't do camera shake. Sorry about that. I'll have to delete all of this. Easy camera shake. Nope. Start method. Nope. Calling this. Nope. Okay, we will just do some recoil. For some reason, it's not letting me do camera shake. That feels very weird to me. Okay, hold on. Trying to find the weapon recoil script. I have this whole dictionary of scripts. Did I actually not do recoil? I feel like I did. And I did not. Okay, well this should be pretty fun then. Okay. Although I'm being completely sarcastic, this will not be fun. Maybe. Hold on, I just need 1 second. I'm just trying to make this game look good right now. You know what? I'm just gonna look it up in an asset store package. So just do that. Asset store. Search online. Not frozen. Good. And I'll just search up weapon recoil or something. Nope, they are not free. Guess we could animate it. Well, let's just try that. It won't hurt if it doesn't work. To actually animate it, we'll go to Window, Panels, and we will just bring out the Animation tab, which is right here. Now we will just press Create a new folder. So right click, New, and I will rename this to Animation. Double click on that to open it up, and let's call this Weapon Recoil. Just like that. So then we will hit this button to start a recording. Then I'll just go like right here, do that, and do that. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my gosh. Then I will nice and easily bring it back down to its original position. Boom, boom, boom. So messing around with these, it will just make you decide how much you want the recoil, fade out time, fade in time. So yeah, I think I like that. Now I'll just go into the animation, weapon recoil, loop time, nope. Then I'll make one more animation. I just select the gun, this, create a new clip, and I'll just call this weapon idle, like that. So then the weapon idle will just be everything at 0, 0. Okay, just like that. So if I play the weapon idle, it will just do that. Beautiful. Now we'll need to go to the animator tab. This is where we actually create our animations. So we'll go to Window, Panel, and Animator. Right here. So select the gun or the weapon or the boom boom. Then you'll see this. So you can move around with the middle button click if you have a mouse. If you do not have a mouse, then you're kind of doomed and you can't move around. So yeah, you should definitely fix that. Okay, so for this weapon idle, this gray box, you'll just right click on it and say set layer default. Then I'll just click on this plus side here, say trigger, and name the trigger to is shooting. Press enter. Then I'll just go to any state, make a right click, make a transition, click on this arrow, and just add that. And that should be good. Of course it won't recoil yet, but we'll go to our gun script, like that. Then we will just say private animator, we need a void await. This is called before the start function. Animator is equal to get component animator. And now when we shoot, we will just say right in the middle of this, animator dot set trigger to is shooting. And there we go. This might not work first try, but hopefully it will work next try. Okay, now if we press play, the recoil should work. Pew, pew. Wow. That does not work. It's only playing some of the animation. It's only going on for a few milliseconds. That is not what we want. So instead of making this a trigger, we will select that and just right click and say delete. And we can just delete that arrow. Okay. Now we will need to make a new parameter. Plus sign. I'll name it is shooting. Right click on weapon idle, make a transition. Click on the arrow. Has exit time? No, it will not. Plus sign to add a parameter. And this is saying if is shooting is equal to true, then it will recoil. Then if it is not true, then it will go back to idle. Now we can just open up this 3D parkour game again. Animator, this time set bool is shooting is equal to true. Actually, we do not have to do this here. We can do this right here and say else if input.guess.get mouse button up, not down, up 0, and it will say animator.setBool is shooting is equal to false, and we will do the same thing here. Animator.setBool is shooting is equal to true, else if you're not clicking to shoot, then oh my gosh, it will set is shooting is equal to false. Okay, good, I'm not frozen. Okay, let's let it compile. There we go. Now if we just press play. Pew, pew. Wow. Horrible. Oh, is this not set what out to looping? Maybe that'll work. Wow, stinks. Okay, we have to make our own weapon recoil script. So I'm not going with that animation. That stinks. Should delete animation folder entirely. So yeah. You know what? This stream's getting pretty long. So I'm just gonna let recoil up to you. I'm just gonna link a video of how to do recoil in the description, so you can do that by yourself. For now, I'll get on to more important things like death. Okay, so level, so starting point, I will just duplicate that by pressing Ctrl D. I'll name this lava, and I will make a new material for it. First, I will slide that out, set the box slider to is trigger, and attach a rigid body to it. Gravity, no. Freeze rotation on all axes and freeze position on all axes. Collision detection to continuous and interpolate to interpolate. And this video will not cover enemy shooting. I will actually do that next time. This will be maybe 2 parts. So, materials, right click, create material, lava, and I'll just make this red. There we go. Drag the material onto the lava. And we also want to tag this with lava and not gravel wall. So we'll add tag. Let's call this danger. And add the danger tag to that. Then on the player, and I'll make a new script called player controller. Good, I'm still not frozen. Okay, there we go. Drag that inside the scripts folder. Wait for it to compile. Double click on it to open it up. And I'll just make some variables. Public float health, private float current health. We will also need some methods. Void take damage, float AMT. Then I would say current health minus equals AMT. We'll also need another method. Void death, and that will just destroy the game object. And now, in the void update method, I'll say if current health is less than or equal to 0, then it will just call the death method. Okay, then I'll say down here, void on collision enter not 2D. And if the collision.collider.tag is equal to lava, then it'll just call take damage 9999 because we want the lava to be an instant death. So yeah. We just go back into Unity, wait for it to compile. Good. Health, set that to 3 so it doesn't die immediately. And press play. This might not work, but if it doesn't, then I know why. Okay, if I just... What transform? Oh. What? Oh. First of all, we do not want this called lava, we want it called danger. I do not know why it's saying this. That is weird. Okay, so now if we just press play, still cannot move for some reason. Where? The object of type transforms and destroyed, but you're still trying to access it. What? No, it hasn't. Okay, this is weird. Camfishing. Player, is the player being destroyed? Okay, that's weird. Instead of saying void on collision enter, we will say void on trigger enter. Then we will say if other dot compare tag danger, then it'll just call take damage, I'll say 3. So it takes away all the health. I know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to go to void start, and you want to set current health is equal to the starting health. Player was immediately being destroyed. Change this back to on collision enter. We want this to be collision. We want this to be collision. Just compare tag. Collider.tag is equal to danger. Okay, there we go. It should be working now. That was my fault. Whose fault would that be? If it's not mine. You know, now if we press play, There we go. We can move. Now if we jump in the lava, we go through. I think I'll just make the lava a non-is trigger, so we don't, fall through it. Maybe. I'll just say yeet. There we go. It has been destroyed because I can't move. And the player's gone, but the camera can still move. But yeah. And we will get to respawning next time. And I'll also delete all of this animator stuff because we are going to do a better recoil in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye.